All right. Having some trouble, and here we go. Adobe Premiere Pro CC 214.2 has stopped working. Problem caused the program to stop working currently. Windows will close the program and notify you if a solution is available. There you go. Now that is a problem that I need to figure out how to fix. Because I don't know if it's because I overwhelmed it by putting too much footage on at once, or if there's some other problem that I need to call Adobe Premiere Pro about. But this is the problem. This will be under the name Gary Guest.
Okay, and it's just in standby right now?
Yep.
Okay, can you read out the name?
Let's see. Well, it says so right now it's on systems. Can you still not see it on your screen yet? Yep, that's me, Arlen Guest, a future MSU student currently on the phone with tech support trying to figure out what's wrong with my editing software. This would be day one of my epic journey of self-discovery as I attempt to single-handedly make a documentary about documentaries.
Are not completely supported by Premiere Pro, so try to run your Premiere Pro in software only mode. That should resolve the issue.
Okay. Action.
Do we need a boombox?
Okay. Blood, 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 blood.
What they said. Hello. Just think Dexter.
Hell yeah. Over the summer of 2014, I was very lucky to be offered a small role in an independent horror film called Feral, directed by the father of two of my oldest friends, Andreas and Noah Dunn.
One of my first jobs was developing the photos for the Missoula Crime Lab.
It was so much fun on set that I decided to whip out my own camera and film a behind-the-scenes documentary about my part in helping to make the film. Don't blind the camera. This is not that documentary. This is the story of my attempt to make that documentary. Welcome to Filmception.
Yeah, I die. I get like ripped in half. It's gonna.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be real great.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. So Theo, you do a lot of documentaries.
I do.
For like MSU projects and stuff like that. And why documentaries? Why do you like to focus on documentary film?
You know, the thing about documentaries is they're narrative or documentary, it's all stories. The interesting thing about documentaries is that they're true, or hopefully they're true. And there's something compelling, I think, about telling true stories to people. I think people can connect with them. I think there's a lot of creativity that you can bring to the documentary. I think it's a very open form. You know, in the last, say, 20 years, there's been a lot of experimentation with documentary, so it's not the same old science film that you used to see 20 or 30 years ago. Now there's all kinds of creative approaches to making documentaries and to including things like recreations and animation, and you know, it's really wide open right now. So even though people might think of documentary as being kind of a stodgy old form, it's actually a place where there's tremendous amounts of innovation, and so that's one of the big appeals for me.
For me, what I love about documentary is that I find myself in so many different worlds. I dip into the world of small town girls basketball. I'm suddenly spending a lot of time with vets from Iraq and Afghanistan who are coming home with various injuries. I peer into worlds that I otherwise wouldn't go into in that same way, and because I'm looking for patterns and looking at how to connect things and really trying to get to the bottom of what people are really trying to express, I look at it in a different way than I would if I was reading someone else's book. I think when you're engaged in the process of trying to make a story yourself and compress information and share with your audience something fresh and new, you're interacting with whatever it is that is the subject of your documentary in a different way than you would watching someone else's work, having a conversation with one person on a topic, or even in a different way than you might if you were, coming into something with a really clear vision of a particular advocacy that you wanted to do. So I love seeing into worlds with very little agenda, places that I might not see at all.